Greetings. I miss Mr. No Face.
Hi Ramio, I hope you don't mind if I cut in here for a moment. It's just I still have a little problem here. Your video really didn't resolve this entirely for me. So I wanted to make a couple of points. First, on addressing Klingschor and Ramio's debate, you seem to suggest that there was some inaccuracy in the way that Klingschor portrayed the description of the Huri. He cites the verse in the Koran and he adds in the ahadith. I think you know that, but you gave the impression that this was entirely something that Klingschor was reading into it. I didn't think that was entirely accurate. The other point on that is you chose the translation that used the word throne, where a lot of them use sofa, bed, a mat, something that can be reclined on, and that gives it a really different lean to that verse. If you choose throne, it sounds completely platonic, that you're, and we picture our Western style thrones, where it's this rigid, upright, straight-backed seat that we might have seen Queen Elizabeth sitting on. But this is something different. The original word is a sofa, the translation that I have here from the Corpus Koran. And that really sort of leans it in a different way. And without mentioning that the ahadith were added in there, you really gave the impression that Klingschor was going out on a limb here with his interpretation of it. And he's really not. The next point I wanted to make. You still have a couple of problems. There's the Quran 33:49. O you who believe, if you marry the believing women, then divorce them before having intercourse with them, then there is no interim required of them. You shall compensate them and let them go in an amicable manner. The important point here is that if they don't have intercourse, there's no waiting period. The next verse that's still a problem for you is the Quran 65:4. I'm going to use George Sale as my source here. As to such of your wives as shall despair having their courses by reason of their age, if ye be in doubt thereof, let their term be 3 months, and let the same be the term of those who have not yet had their courses. But as to those who are pregnant, their term shall be until they be delivered of their burden, and whoso feareth God, unto him will be make his command easy. I didn't pick that verse arbitrarily. It happens to support my case, as do many others. I'll provide a link below where you can find all of the versions of the translations of the text that I've been looking at. I think this one is a good translation, and I found it easier to read than the Old English style. So you don't like the tafsir of Al-Jalalain? Well, no wonder, those who have not yet menstruated because of their young age, but he's no different than any of the other ones. How's Ibn Abbas? Or Ibn Kathir? Are these any different? The idea that we are not able to comment on the Quran until we have a full reading of it at a minimum is ridiculous. Did you read the flood account in Genesis and not think this story is impossible? It's ludicrous for so many reasons. You don't have to be an expert on the Bible to come to that conclusion. It's legitimate. And you don't have to be an expert on the Quran to know when it's wrong.